Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you'd like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Virgos, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie with the cards as usual. And Virgo, for the month of March, I see wanting to return to a state of peace. There's something about the circuits in your nervous system being like altered for the better. Like there's something about it that's just returning to grace, good space, good peace, operating properly. So regulating your nervous system. For those of you especially needing and working consciously on regulation of your nervous system, it's going to work really well in March. All the things you've done or that you start doing will work really well. But there's something about as well a situation calming, right? Something calming. And the fact that an issue that was problematic or uncertain or just difficult, the fact that the gravity of it becomes lesser and lesser and lesser and lesser, innately makes you feel better. So I see many of you just feeling better. So take that as in any area of your life where you're mostly stressed out and where you have felt the impact on your nervous system, that problem or that thing that has been stressing you out, the power of it is going to lessen and lessen and lessen. For some of you, it's going to solve itself if it's a specific, issue that needs solving. But for others, it's just about you letting go, being at peace with how things are, with how people are, not wanting to meddle or control outcomes and, change other people's behaviors or, there's something here as well about you changing the way in which you expect the worst, right, out of situations, either the worst out of people or the worst out of situations in general. This pessimistic tendency or fearful-based thinking. I see you getting a grip, controlling your thoughts around fearful elements, and that being very helpful and productive because it just allows you to flow in the moment and notice the opportunities that lie right now in this moment in time, that when you are either excessively focused on the future or in the past, you just can't tap into. Especially for Virgos that have felt kind of uninspired or just absent-minded because you're never here, right? You're never in the moment. For those of you dealing with this, I see that shifting and you becoming more mindful of the moment, and so taking better use of your time and finding that things, when you are in that energy of more balance, things just start working. I'm seeing this energy of, in Portuguese we call it novela, I think it's soap opera, in English, where it's just this over dramatized type of TV shows. There's something kind of interesting here as well in March, where you're just experiencing something that feels like it's coming out of a movie or out of a TV show, but in real life, so there's this almost funny sense of humor behind episodes happening with you in the month of March. And also your sense of humor is improved, so your mood is better, is what I'm feeling. The March favors mood, this mood booster, this enhancement of your mood, of your sense of humor, of you finding things to be funny. Even for Virgos that are dealing with something a little shocking here, because I see something shocking might happen, but it feels like it's just it pushes you to look or change something, whatever shock this is. Not for the worse. It's actually a driving energy. It's it feels intense in the moment, but then when you look at it, where it's guiding you to look at, you actually understand the point of it. I also see you receiving something. So it could be like compliments, help, assistance, actual products, mail. There's something you're receiving in your hands that will be productive and effective as well. So also, like, there's something about you receiving, you allowing the energy of receiving, making a big difference. Especially for Virgos, I felt like there has been a lot of things like delayed in your sense of arrival, right? When you relax around the deliverance itself, then it starts happening way faster, because your focus is not when it's going to come, is trusting that it's coming, and eventually it will catch up with you. And there's something about you letting things come to you. So definitely March is not about overdoing, chasing, or, taking too many actions based on control or fear. It's exactly the opposite. And the more you are on that feminine polarity, I think that is just going to make you feel like March is good. And many of you are also healing a lot of like mother wounds, or maternal energy is kind of important here. So you're softening up here something that used to be bitter or harsh in a emotional internal context, or your overly critical self towards the self. You're like shutting down the axis of that inner critique that can be more of a bully and pushes you to overdo, overstress, overthink, and then when you end up realizing you're completely burned out and with some symptoms or issues that even make it worse, because it starts to pile up into several things. And that's what I'm feeling, like a lightness around things just dropping. You could even be dropping weight as well, like very like naturally, as things start to ease. And you're not putting the burden on you. You're not putting the responsibility on you to solve, fix everything. And actually you're allowing yourself for things to be fixed and solved for you. And I'm not going to say obviously by chance, but by other elements coming to you instead of you needing to go to them, because they're coming. But there's something about you relaxing, so it's not about constantly watching for it, waiting for it, right? You're doing something active throughout the dead moments in your day, or you should be doing things actively through the dead moments of the day to help you be at ease or be at peace with something. But the fact that you're receiving, I also feel like the fact that you're receiving, even for some of you, like you could be feeling like you're receiving gifts, you're receiving more gifts, more compliments, more money, more compensations out of nowhere. Like, where is this coming from? Those are signs that you're doing a good job in terms of the inner balance you have been lacking. I feel like there's this very strong imbalance that is being regulated, and you're just going to feel better, different. Even for some of you younger, it could also be like more vitality around your mind, and so you're more inspired to create your own ideas, or for some of you, content. And as I was saying in the soap opera message, I also feel like for some of you could be invited to take part on something. So you could be an actor or getting a role or casting going really well when you relax again. And also it could be like screenwriting or writing for TV or for TV-like content, or something around writing. Can be books as well, but I'm feeling a lot on show or the entertainment industry in particular. But any kind of desire you have where you put your good imagination and skills to use. I see you learning how to use what you have to your advantage and multiplying from it, instead of being like something that works against you because you feel like, oh, I'm never gonna make it out, or like thinking that you're not ever gonna find something that would then make it possible for you to live through what you like to do. Or some of you have some career issues in your mind as well, like, should I really keep pushing or pursuing for this, or should I go and work on that, even if I don't like it, but it's a stable income? Like, I see you also kind of divided for a while in terms of what to do with career. But when you drop it, and I know it's hard, but I really see like when you drop it, truly drop it, I see receiving the clue of what to do next, or an opportunity coming in, because also you have here the World card, which tells me that the month of March, not only you are very protected wherever you are, you're safe. I'm feeling some of you Virgos need to know that you're safe, so that can also help regulate your nervous system, because there could be a sense of unsafety. Not only you're safe, but the world tells me that there's a lot going on. You might not know, but there's a lot going on. So there's things coming to completion and cycles ending in a good note. So yes, you could have had like a long wait or something being long due to happen. Maybe you've worked really hard for it. You've learned a lot. You had your ups and downs. You had several like denials or whatever it was. But when we reach the world is graduation day, is where we get the compensation. And this could also be a lot to deal with the Saturn moving signs. I think that the Saturn in Pisces, which is your opposite sign, was a cycle that could have been a little tough for you in particular, so the last 2 to 3 years. But it took a toll on your emotional, psychological health. As I was picking on your stress levels, something was kind of harsh during that season. But now that the Saturn left your opposite sign, I feel like it's favoring your understanding of whatever lessons you've mastered there. Yeah, the star and the moon. Oh my god, you have very like big cards here. The world and the star does speak about popularity, hope, reaping results, something about what you've come to this earth, the magic you've come to this earth with naturally. Like, there's things we learn to master and skills we learn as we go by life, right, and as we age. But this is something it feels like it was naturally born with you, or a dream that you have always, since you remember yourself, had, or something you always aspired to become or to be a part of. The month of March nurtures a lot of your dreams and your dreamlike state and what you deem possible or not. And the world and the star means that likely you're going to be having here an opportunity to feel better, as I said, to be done with the situation, to feel empowered through whatever circumstances in March are going, like whatever's going on in March, is to see that more to your advantage than against you. Even still battling the moon, some fears and vulnerabilities, I see you using that to your advantage. Because you're also super in tune or more psychic than usual, or more aware, as I said in the beginning, of the possibilities laying around. There's also something here about the reflection of how things go. Like the other side of things, I don't know exactly, like there's something here about mirroring. So you could be having a thought or having like a particular set of emotions, and right after it, you see how that manifests in your reality. And that's going to start to be like, whoa, spooky or intense experiences with the psychic realms for you in particular, because you're going to see fast, immediate reflection of both the good and the bad thoughts you have. I would correct myself, not even the thoughts, but the emotions, because you have here the moon. It's very emotional. So when you feel good, you're going to see reflection right away. When you feel bad, you're going to see reflection right away. Some of you, there's also a lot to deal with relationship issues sitting beneath, because we have here the Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Hangman. So there's something in your subconscious that has restricted you. For some, the relationship energy that I'm picking on is how whatever feminine wound around mother love, mother energy you carry, that's what's being released or needs to be released, is where you were emotionally prevented from having an experience that should have happened or should have been natural to, through the cycle of relating between mother and child. It's very specific, but for some of you, it's like you didn't receive the nurturance, emotionally speaking, that you're supposed to as a vulnerable being, but somehow this left an imprint on you on you not ever being able to fulfill your own desires or fulfill your own dreams or your own longings. Is almost like a sense of them being disconnected, distant from you, or not for you, or a feeling that you don't have enough to offer, to the world, to work, relationships. There's something here about you not feeling emotionally capable or enough to deal with certain things that ask for that emotional connection, investment, and like a fluid state of interlinking. There's something about you linking up your energy in particular with others that's complex. Or you felt just emotionally neglected with the moon and the hangman. And the cycles of neglection, emotional neglection, have been echoing in your love life, in your work life, and how you feel about yourself. And also preventing some sort of, again, natural skill of yours to come through the light, to come through. That's what you're fighting against, this current of emotional neglection. So become very aware of emotional bad habits. When I say emotional bad habits, is emotional habits that pull you down or worsen whatever sensation you have of not having enough, not being fed. Because there's a sense of a lot of avoidance at times, going as deep as necessary to do the healing, and that's what has been keeping you stuck. The good thing is in March, I see it step by step getting there in doing the deep work, or going deep, not being scared to go deep, the moon and the hangman, to go deep into the subconscious and see things differently. And when you do, I see you almost like altering, as I said, your inner system, your nervous system completely changing, and also altering the course of things, how they have been kind of twisted. And there's a lot of reversals here with the Two of Cups and the Seven of Swords as well, where in March you can find that like other people are just reflecting you quite a lot. You can test the waters with this, or you can find that you're going to figure out why something didn't work out with a specific connection in your mind. For those of you like kind of stuck in a relationship pattern, or a relationship that didn't work out, or you still feel hanged up in this, or someone deceived you with the Seven of Swords, I see you understanding that the problem or the reasoning is way deeper than the relationship itself, and that the relationship or the person or whatever it is was a reflection of what's going on inside and the emotional stories you accept to be true about yourself and about your reality. But I also feel like for some of you diving into manifestation and all of this, you could have like tremendous, even I feel some of you being scared with how certain things could happen. When we think about something and it immediately pops or happens, or we think about someone and this person, pops as well, or we send someone a telepathic thought and they voice what we just thought. You know, this is complex energy linking you as well. With the Two of Cups here, it's like you're going to understand the cycle as well of relationships you have been in that maybe you haven't understood so far, and how a lot of it also has to deal with you, or it speaks about you and how you have not been loving you and seeing yourself in the best lights also. To keep yourself with the Moon and the Hangman in that place of denial. There's something, maybe you denied love, you're going to figure out that there's a part of you that denied love, denied success, denied opportunity around something. And you now start to see how that denial, or why did you deny something? Some of you is recognizing you denied it, and it was not about the other. Others is why you denied it, especially if you feel certain amount of grief or guilt around it. So Virgos, I hope you have an amazing month. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.